Thank you for coming for this last rally of the Singapore People's Party. And so I have a few suggestions for tomorrow where you can go to cool off. Just now, my colleague, Mr. Jimmy Lee, has suggested you go to Potong Pasir, right? To take a look, huh? Okay, so you can go there in the morning. Got McDonald's, got a lot of kopitiam, eat, dim sum down there. Got roti prata and so on. Now after that, you take bus 142, go back to Payoh. Okay, and then take bus 238. Go to go to Braddell MRT. Now you come out from Braddell MRT, you walk behind the McDonald's. Go and check out these few blocks. Block 110, 112, 108. Now you will see a covered walkway that is very special. It is built higher than normal. Up to a point when you go to the second floor corridor, you see, you can still see the shelter down there. And you stand there for a while, and you realize there's a lot of heat coming up. Now, that whole row of covered walkway, in fact, was a design flaw. And why am I mentioning this? It is not something that I went to look for it. It's something that the resident told us angrily. And they were saying that this covered walkway, for 11 years, they have been enduring this problem of a design flaw. And they have mentioned it many times, and they did not have a very satisfactory, answer from the town council and from the MP of the area. So you can look at that place, then you go and see the ducks, which is for block 1, block 2, block 3. Again, the reason I bring out the ducks was because our dear PAP team asked us, do we know that the residents want the duck to be there? But really, there's a lot of things, more than the ducks, that the residents have told us. And there's a lot of things that they have gone through with MP, they have no feedback to them. They have not got a satisfying answer. Over and above, the way they were treated, the way they were responded by the MP was really quite saddening. It's quite sad. So I just want to remind everyone, the symbol of that duck was nice for the press to write but it was really quite trivial. Okay? So tonight I'll just keep my speech very short. And I'll basically just tell you some stories of Potong Pasir. And what I want to really share is how we run the town council. And I hope that by sharing some stories from Potong Pasir, you're able to be convinced that we are ready to run Bishan-Toa Town Council. So the Potong Pasir Town Council has been operating in a very pragmatic and prudent way for the last 27 years. Now, we do not create nice symbolic structures like solar lamps to gain attention or to win votes. Now, the reason we are careful with and pragmatic with our approach is for a very simple reason. Now, of course, because the population is smaller, the sinking fund that we have and operation fund that we have will not be as large as Bishan-Toa for sure. But the real reason is we are accountable to the residents. We are accountable for every cent we spend. And we want to maximize every cent that we spend. So, whenever we have some projects, and whenever you see some projects that is being displayed, for example, the 5-year plan, please remember, it is not just the construction fee that is coming out from your pocket, but also the maintenance and the recurring costs that will need to be take place. That's why I mentioned back the solar lamp. In 2005, when our dear PAP candidate made a big deal of 6 solar lamps, right, along the walkway in front of Block 147. And of course you have heard the story. After he lost the election in 2006, then he realized that it's quite costly to maintain the solar lamp. And so he didn't do it. And so this is a very simple example, but I would like to inform everyone. Nice structures is one thing, but recurring costs and maintenance costs is another thing. So that's why in the 27 years, the management and the town councillors of Potong Pasir have been experienced in understanding and in making decisions based on prudency, based on maximizing the residents' money. This experience, of course, will be carried through to Bishan-Toa Payoh when we have the privilege to run it for you. We were very proud in 2006 election. Before that, we were very proud that we were able to replace 29 lifts for only 2 million plus, free of charge for Lorong 8. And this, the residents did not pay a cent. We were well ahead of many other town councils in terms of replacing lifts free of charge for residents. 29 lifts for 2 million plus. That's very, very good price. And of course, you know, Potong Pasir has never lost a cent on any investment. And so I'd like to assure my dear Bishan-Toa Payoh voters, we are very careful with budgeting our operation costs. We do not hire unnecessarily, and whatever surpluses we have at the end of the financial year, we will of course transfer to our sinking fund. And that is, about town council management and everything. And one thing I really appreciate what we have done, and a very strong reminder in the past, about 2 years ago, we were painting a few blocks of flats in the HUDC, Avenue 1, Block 110 to 112. These are the HUDC blocks in Potong Pasir, near the river that side. So while the painting work started halfway, just the beginning part, one night while we town councillors were having a meeting, some of the residents came over, demanded to see Mr. Chiam. He said, Chiam. So we actually cut short our meeting just to meet them. And then the resident said, Cham, I don't like the color of the building that you all decided on for our HUDC. We HUDC want to be slightly special, want to be slightly different from the HDB, Okay, fair enough. This is their comment. Okay, of course we have some discussion. And so, I remember very clearly, Mr. Chiam immediately together with our estate manager, say, okay, let's stop halfway the painting project. Immediately, we came out with a survey form. I think the next day after the meeting, the meeting that the residents came over, we dropped the survey form at the block 110 to 112, just to confirm or just to find out whether we need to, do they like the color, what other comments do they have. And within 2 days, we had the answer. The overall residents also agreed they are okay with the color. And so we proceeded. Those who complained, they accepted it because they consulted the MP. The MP did something. They were satisfied with the survey result. Okay. And those were the very strong memories that I have that really showed that we cared for our residents and we were able to, try and satisfy our residents very well. So the clearest indication of our experience, the SPP experience in Town Council in Potong Pasir, is that we have took part in 6 elections, and all 6 times the residents agreed and voted back us. So I hope that you understand how we work as a town council: prudence, resourceful, and we are able to really dialogue and be open and have empathy with our residents' feelings. And I'll just go on to elaborate a bit on transition, because I understand many voters have come to ask us, hey, I vote for you, but later how? So let's really just go through this transition thing. Now, we are very happy at this point, and I would really like to share with you that we have already established a group of friends and the people that we have. They call Town Council Management Committee, and we have already established the core of it already. And what this Town Council Management Committee needs to do when we are to take over the Town Council is that the committee will then decide who is going to manage the Town Council, whether it's a consultant or whether we are going to hire, GM, finance manager on our own. I believe Mr. Loh Tia Kiang yesterday also mentioned about this to his, crowd at his rally. So I don't want to elaborate further. But really, the core of the management committee will be there during this transition period to, like Mr. Jimmy said, to establish some of the groundwork and to transit, in terms of the sinking fund and all that we need to do, transit from the current Town Council management into the new Town Council management. Okay? So the management of the new Town Council committee would have already been established by us, and they will make very key decisions during this transition period. Over and above that, please understand that all the specialists, in terms of the lift maintenance companies, the estate cleanliness specialists, the horticultural specialists, will all have their specific management teams working together with the Town Council, whether it's PAP or SPP. So the knowledge will continue to be transit to the new team. So don't worry, vote happily. And so before I just want to really introduce some of our people that will be forming our core management committee to you all. I just want to say the last point, and is that the key to the all that I've mentioned just now is how much hands-on we are as Member of Parliaments, as Town Council management, as well as Town Councillors, and how much we are able to empathize with our residents. So please, do not worry, we are ready to help you. So may I just invite some of our friends who have agreed and are willing to step forward to form the Town Council Management Committee. And maybe I'll just mention the names and then you can come forward. David Tan, Seng Chuan, Christine. Can you come forward? Come forward. Don't be shy. Lawrence. Yeah. Okay, David Tan in front. No, in front. Yeah. Now, David Tan, Juliana as well. Now, David Tan is a managing director of 2 regional biotech firms. Seng Chuan is the former managing director of a global energy company. Christine is a chartered accountant. Lawrence is our ex-regional director of Mediacorp, CNA. Juliana, senior architect in a well-known regional architectural firm. Mr. Kunalan is not here, but Mr. Kunalan is a former lawyer and a Potong Pasir Town Councillor. And over and above this group, we have former ex-scholar, a Navy colonel, a former senior civil servant from Ministry of Manpower and Ministry of Trade and Industry, banking senior executives from HSBC, DBS and Credit Suisse. These are our friends who have stepped up to help us succeed. And I really salute you. For example, Lawrence is also our election agent, principal election agent. And he was here since 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, just to ensure this stage is placed properly, you know. Okay? Thank you, my friends. Thank you very much. So, my dear fellow Singaporeans, my dear voters of Bishan-Toa, Payoh, we are ready and we are very willing to serve you. Thank you very much.